up, my Cancerian gang? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. I've missed you guys. How are my Cancer squad doing? Welcome. Happy Libra season. Happy October. Happy potential Scorpio season, depending on when you're watching this. We're going to hop in and do your monthly October reading for all the Cancers out there, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, however you associate with that. Do keep in mind general messages, guys. Not everything I say will resonate with you. So please come into this with an open heart and an open mind. If it's not your story or your circumstance, you can release it. You don't need to take on that energy. That being said, sometimes messages will resonate for you later down the line in the future. So again, come into it with an open heart and mind. And if it resonates today or later on, fantastic. That means it was your message. All right, what can we get from my Cancers? I almost said in love. I wonder if some of you are looking for love. What can I get from my Cancers for the month of October? Everything you want to know about this video will be in that description box below. That includes the decks I am using, as well as my social media. I'm The Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Check me out if you're interested. We're going to hop in for your October tarot from my Cancer squad. Love my Cancers. So when I was shuffling your cards, I always do a pre-shuffle off camera. I heard the song Will You Love Me Tomorrow, which I think is by the Shirelles. It's not the Supremes. I'm pretty sure it's the Shirelles. It's like a girl group from the 60s. And ironically enough, that song, it's very like sweet and sugary and cute, but it's basically about a one-night stand. Will you love me tomorrow? So I'm wondering if my Cancers are I don't know. What's a nice way of sleeping or saying sleeping around, which is fine. Like, you do you, Cancer, whatever. But you do have such a sensitive heart that, yeah, that song, Will You Love Me Tomorrow, it's like, is this a hit it and quit it, or is this like the real thing? So I don't know if that's going to resonate with any of you, but as I was literally shuffling hearing that song. So, will you still love me tomorrow? Let's find out, Cancer. Oh, wow, you got a lot. All right, that one wants to be seen, but we're not going to take it. Ace of Ghosts. New beginnings in love, all right? Always has to start with ourselves, right? Loving ourselves. And the Empress. I saw this in your pre-shuffle as well. As well as I had both your cards. I had, what is it? The High Priestess came up, as well as the Queen of Cups, instantly when I heard that song. So, all right, we'll consider. I hate to put the Ace of Cups back, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so let's hop in. I'm reading this as beginning, middle, and end of month. You do you, Cancer. Take only what resonates. It could be past, present, and future for you. Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. Knight of Cups, Knight of Ghosts, and Page of Bats. We're using Halloween Tarot, which my dear friend gave to me, my best friend. She's an Aquarius. She's the best. I love her dearly. And yeah, this deck is great for Halloween. So, waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for some sort of emotional offer, potentially from another water sign. It doesn't have to be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Something about you've done your research on them. You know their tune. You know what's up. And it's almost like too little too late. If they come in with an offer, there's a part of you that would love to take it. But there's a part of you that is all the more wise. Part of you that knows that they played head games or mind games with you at one point, or they weren't all in the way you had hoped they were. I'm kind of getting third party energy. All three of these cards have different depictions where there's interference. 1, 2, 3 people. Something about this knight who should be going towards the page. There's this ghost that's kind of, maybe someone from their past showed up and blocked an offer that was supposed to be made to you. And then again, the person in 2, 3 with the bats. I am kind of getting third party energy. Of course, it's a romantic offer with the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Ghosts. Maybe you're waiting on 2 different suitors. Maybe you have options, Cancer. And yeah, maybe that's what this is. It's like they're both kind of flying around in your head with swords. It's a mental game. They're swarming in your head. And so there's some hesitation to move on, but it's kind of like you've already started down the path of moving on. You're still just kind of looking back to make sure that this offer wasn't actually supposed to go to you, to make sure that this knight wasn't going to show up in all his armor and all his glory to make an offer. This is a card of Pisces, and what's interesting about this to me, it's speaking to the idea of kind of a false offer, a ghost. And maybe that's what that Will You Love Me Tomorrow be about. Maybe you saw you had some sort of connection with a person, but it was fleeting. What I'm getting here is like under their armor, it's fish scales. It's a card of Pisces, so obviously it's an homage to that. It's like it was a flop, like a fish tail, like a dead fish on a dock that's like gasping for air, like it's out of breath. It's just kind of like it's lifeless. I'm almost getting deceitful. You thought it was a knight, you thought it was a presentation of a love offer, but they were just a fish. They were just like You're the crab, Cancer. Like, you're waiting for the real deal. It's like they were just a fish. They were just a school of fish. Like, they were younger. Page of Bats is Page of Swords. That can sometimes be a student seeking of information. You may have spied on them or had some sort of information about a third party. And so, yeah, I think I almost want to say your defenses are up. This can sometimes be the hopeless romantic dreamer. And just to be clear, I actually don't think this is you, Cancer. I think this is that person that maybe you were waiting on. You thought you saw their ship, their light in the distance coming for you, but as I said, too little, too late. It's like they got distracted. It's like they were on their ship to come, and then I almost said, who the F is this? Who dat, Cancer? Who's getting in the way? Because neither one of these is you. This is you. As I said, you're all the more wise. You're a student in the pursuit of love right now. You're understanding people's games, and also you don't have time for games. It's like you're on to bigger and better things, but you're still looking behind your shoulder. So did someone do you dirty? I'm almost getting Five of Swords energy of like mental head games or mental conflict. It's like you want to leave it behind, but you're still kind of, I don't know, what is your hesitation to move on? That's sort of what I'm curious about. We're already at 7 minutes. Cancer. I always get all the messages from my Cancer. I have a lot of Cancer in my chart. That's probably why. You're still holding on to something, holding on to hope, hoping for some sort of steady offer or foundation that you thought you were building with this person. But again, it was like a dead offer. This is Haunted House Tarot. It's like a little voodoo doll. This is metaphorically you clinging on to something. Sometimes it's the miser card, but there's a need to release, to let go. You'll know when it's a real offer, and it's kind of like you already know. With swords, you already know what's in the cup. Look, it's not even a cup. It's a scroll. It's a rolled up piece of paper. It's a false message of love, Cancer. Sorry, I know that sucks to hear, but this is early on. We'll see where it goes from here. I mean, you do have an Ace of Cups, so let's see what that's about, right? Yeah, there's a need to release this. Why are you hesitating? Why are you looking over your shoulder? Because it was a seed. You wanted to grow it. You thought there was potential in it, but release it and maybe it'll come back to you, right? If it's meant to be, it'll be. But yeah, you putting your life on pause for a false knight? No. He's a fish. He or she, sorry, knight. Male or female. They're a fish. It was a false offer. It's like I'm just getting that sad, like, fish on a dock just, like, slapping its tail back and forth. Maybe you're dealing with a Pisces. It's like they didn't know what they want. They were flip-flopping. I think that's what that means. Maybe, again, third party, maybe they had many options. You lit a fire initially, and so maybe it seemed like there was potential there, but, ooh, my camera's kind of delayed. Hold on, I'm going to pause you guys real quick. Sorry, Cancer, I paused you. My camera was kind of acting funky, so I thought I'd beat it to the path here. All right, so let's move on. That sort of beginning of the month is releasing a false offer of love. Middle of the month, you have Knight of Pumpkins. I like that. Three of Ghosts and Ace of Bats. Glory, hallelujah, Cancer. It gets better. So this is a real offer. This is a real knight. He is no longer a false knight, a fish in a knight's clothing, if you will, with this scroll that isn't even a cup of love. It's like a piece of paper you can crumple up and throw out. Trash. Something like throwing it out, getting rid of it. Here comes a better offer. Knight of Pentacles. And it's going to make you happy. It's going to be joyous, going out for drinks, celebrating. This could even be a friend. It doesn't have to be romantic partnership. But it might be for some of you. And then Ace of Bats, a new communication, a new thought, a new idea, an epiphany of some kind that sets you off down a new path. Knight of Pentacles is a Virgo card. Slowest moving knight in the deck. So this is something that was a long time coming. And interestingly enough, it actually comes under, after, if you will, this waiting for your ships to come in. Interesting. It's almost like you were waiting on someone and it's like it was not the one you were waiting for, but you thought for a second it was. I'm getting that this was fleeting. Or maybe not fleeting, but Paige, you didn't get very far in the journey with this false knight. You know, you went out a little bit, maybe you dated for a bit. And even if you were together, this was like no more than like a year. Like, I'm getting. Yeah. Three years? That seems like 2 years, I think. Okay, 2 years at most is what I'm getting here. Relatively new, though. Yeah, you decide to part ways because, as I said, you know what's up. You know their tune. You don't believe this hopeless romantic serenading you is what I'm getting here. A hopeless romantic telling you things that aren't true. It's like you had to uncover the truth, be the spy card to really read into what they were actually saying. It was a dead offer. It was a false offer. They were flip-flopping potentially between other people. Anyway, you have a new knight coming in and it's much more solid and steady. A long time coming. So had you been waiting on someone, you may actually get someone else that maybe you weren't anticipating. Someone who's been going down this very stable path for quite some time. And when you meet, it makes you tremendously happy. There's joyous occasions here. Exchanging of cups, of love, of happiness. Now, the reason I say this may start off as a friendship if it is leading to romantic partnership is because there is 3 here. So it's someone you may meet in a group of people. You might already know them. It's possible. But it's someone like you get together with as a group of friends. And maybe from that seed, Knight of Pentacles, it grows into like a new communication, a new thought, a new idea that maybe I'm actually fond of this person. Maybe, and we'll clarify it. We'll see what it's saying. But I like this knight a whole lot better than this knight. And yeah, interestingly enough, it's like this knight comes under the waiting. It's like your patience is being rewarded. And with a solid offer. So for those who aren't looking for love, this could be a tangible offer in your career world, in your career path. This could be a sum of money that happens to come your way. This could be, with Pentacles, house repairs, achieving goals on being good to your body, like reaching a health goal, a weight goal, gaining muscle or whatever, you know what I mean? Health, body, tangible things that you can reach out and touch. Movement and change in that arena, it's like it's delivered to you. And I don't know why I'm hearing reward. I think it's because it's a cause of celebration. So there's something that you've been through or gone through that emotionally, it's like you've reached some sort of accomplishment or finish line or just reason to go out and celebrate and have fun. And I just feel like this knight is joining the party. I don't know why I don't feel like this is your energy. I feel like it's something coming into you. And then I don't know why there's something here about, this is the Ace of Swords in this deck, the Ace of Bats. It's like someone is hanging around with a pawn of the bat hanging on your finger. It's like you have them wrapped around your finger and you're like, oh, like, what is this? Like, I could kind of get used to this. Like, you're considering something with this new thought, this new idea. And I think it has to do with this Knight of Pentacles. Maybe it's a new job offer. Maybe an offer is communicated to you. Hey, Cancer, do you want to join our team? Well, I don't know. Do you want a promotion? It's something that makes you happy, right? And you're considering it. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles for Cancer. What is this Knight of Pentacles? Knight of Pumpkins in this deck. I love it. What is this Knight of Pumpkins about for Cancer? Knight of Pumpkins. 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment. Not only for you, Cancer. I mean, this is the card of like long-term wish fulfillment, dreams come true, stability, the fairy tale ending. It's not only potentially something that could start, right? I think that's what this Ace of Cups is. I think this Knight is bringing in an Ace of Cups. Take what resonates. Romantic partnership, sure, whatever. What's so important here, though, and I'm getting to this, The cup runneth over on its own. The one, the solo, the independent, one person's heart, one person's love is overflowing with love and joy and abundance. So if this is your night, if this is your night, that person is ready for a relationship, okay? If your night doesn't love themselves, if their cup doesn't runneth over when they are solo, individual, they are not a good night to get into a relationship with. There must be self-love ever flowing before partnership can come in. Well, I'll clarify. Before healthy partnership can come in. So I'm just saying that this night, he's being clarified by the 10 of Cups. So that means to me, he or she has done a tremendous amount of work on themselves to find inner joy and happiness by themselves, right? So I will say, Cancer, it's tremendously important that you can mirror that you can do the same, because long-term stability, long-term marriages, families, whatever, fairy tale endings, it has to start with the ace, the solid foundation. You have 2 aces here. I like that. So the only thing I'm going to say here, and I'm saying this because these ghosts, it's like they're leaning on each other, they're relying on each other for support. That's great, but you also need to make sure that you are emotionally healthy on your own before this night comes in. Otherwise, it's not going to be a success. It's not going to take off the way that it could. So if there's any lingering emotion here for this false night, potentially a water sign, it doesn't have to be, make sure you release that and find a healthy coping mechanism to deal with that and release, move on, because that is going to impede the success of what is meant to come into you. There's a tremendous need for Cancer to find healthy coping mechanisms to release at the beginning of the month, so that mid-month, when new opportunities come their way, their cup already runneth over. You love yourself, Cancer. So like a magnet, you're going to attract other people, other knights, other business partners, other romantic partners who love themselves. Excellent energy. I love this energy. Yeah, really cool. Clarify, we're doing okay for time. Clarify the Ace of Bats for my Cancer friends. Clarify the Ace of Bats for Cancer. The Hanged Man. You have a lot of cards of Pisces. This night that I don't particularly like, but you know, I'll try and give them the benefit of the doubt. It's your life, Cancer. You do you. Also a Piscean card. Neptune, really. It's Neptune energy. Oh, what this is. Okay, cool. I got it. This is you being dreamy and romantic, picturing in your head this person. Oh, wow, Cancer. I got the feels. This person turns your world upside down. Literally, twice. Look at this. That's your person. How I was saying, it's like they're dangling on your finger because they want to be around you. There's something very lovely and nurturing about Cancer. It's like, I just heard the term mother's milk. You provide like nutrients to this person with your love, with your emotional healing. This person has turned your world upside down, and there's something about the dreamy, hopeless romantic of Pisces. Here's what I like about this. Here it was them, like this false sense of romance. Here it's actually you, but the power rests with you. It's like you're in control. They're the one dangling on your finger. So don't abuse that power. There's a need to be very blunt and truthful here with the Ace of Swords. But because it stands for ideas and epiphanies, you start dreaming about or something about in your headspace. This person is consuming a lot of space in your mind right now. And it does have a ring on the finger. So maybe you're looking at the long-term potentiality of following Hangman number 12 to 13. His card number 13 is death. Transition, change, new cycles. Am I bringing this person with me into my next chapter, into the next place I'm going, into my future, essentially? You're doing heavy thinking about where this person holds a space in your life as you build anew with the Ace of, I almost said the Ace of Thoughts, the Ace of Swords. It's good energy. I like it. And it's very slow moving. It's not something you're going to rush into, but I will say, if you're meeting this person for the first time, instantly there's an attraction. There's a lighthearted gayness, if you will, of just like, my God, this person's fun. Like, you know, you hang out one night and then they text you the next day like, oh my God, do you want to grab coffee? And you're like, absolutely, yes, I do. Interesting. It's slow moving, but the affection is there. And I'm not getting being drowned in emotions of, oh my God, I love this person. What am I going to do? Which, no shade. Again, I have plenty of Cancer in my chart. Cancers can sometimes get over their head in the swell of emotion they feel. This is keeping it very lighthearted. Again, with 3, there's something about this person is a friend before you even consider them a romantic partner. Then it's like this thought comes in of like, oh, maybe there's something more to this. Maybe there's an ability for this friendship to transform into something else. This person brings you a lot of hope and joy. Especially if you felt like there were vultures picking away at you in the past. People who did you dirty, how I was saying 5 of Swords energy. This person reminds you that there are like still good people in the world who love you and who nurture and support you. A lot of Pisces energy. And okay, interestingly enough, I have a really good friend who's a Cancer, and I think he has a Pisces in his life who is lovely, so maybe he's watching this. Hey. All right, cool. So, yeah, let's hop in. End of the month. The Star. Okay, so card of Aquarius, and Aquarius actually got this card in their spread too. And it was all about plunging or something about pouncing on an opportunity because it is fleeting, which is not sort of what I was getting. Okay, not what I was getting at with you, Cancer. I think you're taking your time, and rightfully so. You've always been that person waiting for other people, and now it's like there's a turning of the tide. Now it's like you're the one who has the power, and you get to decide the timeline here. And so, again, this is center of your spread. I was saying it's a card of friendship, of camaraderie, social situations, and celebrations. There's no need to rush this, so I'm almost wondering if this is your person coming in because they want to pounce on the opportunity. Ooh, there's something sexual there, isn't there? Pounce on the opportunity of being with you, Cancer. And it's coming up under your person, too. Something that you've been waiting for, I think it's going to defy your expectations. I think some of you were waiting on someone else, and then this person kind of showed up out of nowhere. And again, there's that instant bond and connection. 500 Days of Summer, the very beginning when Joseph Gordon-Levitt first meets Zooey Deschanel's character, Summer. He's in an elevator listening to the Smiths on headphones, and doors open up and she comes in and stands next to him. She's like, oh, I love the Smiths. And she sings some lyrics and then exits the elevator, and he's just like, holy shit, I think that's the girl in my dreams. It's something like that. And then from there, there's a really beautiful friendship. And granted, that movie, it's not all fun and games, but that's what I mean. It's like there's an instant click of like some sort of like emotional connection, maybe through music. Maybe you meet this person at a concert or I don't know, something involving music. Potentially, it doesn't have to be. Maybe they're a musician. Maybe they write poetry. This person, something about them, they give you hope. The Star card, it comes in after the Tower, after major destruction and chaos, and I'm hearing tears, Cancer. Oh no. After major emotional upheaval comes healing, comes hope. Maybe you have an Aquarius coming in. Maybe. Or a Virgo, strong Virgo vibes. So you have the Star. Again, I was saying the need to pounce, a fleeting opportunity, and I think it has to do with your person not wanting to miss out on at least some fun adventure with you. Even if, I don't want to jump the gun, even if it's not, committing to a solid relationship. Because again, give it time. Give it time, Cancer. Don't rush into this. Enjoy it. Live in the now. Live in the moment. This person will show up in your life and stay there if they are meant to. You don't need to hold on to anything so tightly out of fear of losing it. When you naturally release and let the universe take hold, having faith in the universe and God and spirit and in your North Star that's guiding you, the things that are going to magnetize to you will do so naturally. You never need to force it. That's sort of what's coming through here. So then you have 5 of Cups. Interesting. To me, this is asking, are you ready for this new opportunity? Are you ready for, I do want to say, like, the gift of this new person coming into your life? Because as I was saying, they give you hope and they give you joy. Which, to be very clear again, your cup solo by itself need to runneth over. You need to be able to have that independently. But they can contribute to it, right? They can take your life and help to enhance its joy, right? Enhance. This to me is saying, are you ready for this? Are you ready to put the past behind you once and for all? Are you ready to leave that chaos and anarchy and disappointments of the past, of things that didn't work out, of people who disappointed you? Because again, in order for this relationship to thrive and be healthy, for you guys to work together in the long term, you have to say goodbye to your past. And Five of Cups, disappointments of the past, things that have spilled, right? Emotions that were spilled and got messy that you can never get back. It's like they've spilled into the ground, into the land. The ground has absorbed them. You can't get that love back. It's unfortunately, it's been lost. Cups that have spilled in the past. I'm sorry. 1 second, Cancer. It's almost like there's someone who's offering you a cup, and I don't know if you think it's too good to be true, or you're questioning it because you've been burned before in the past. You're a little bit caught up in your head and your emotions about maybe trusting this relationship. And so that's why it's doubly reinforcing to me, give it time. Don't rush into this. Let your emotions guide you. Because I just feel like when it's the right person, you're going to know it. You're not going to be contemplative about it. This person, or opportunity, but for a lot of you, it's a person coming in. Maybe it's not a romantic partner. Maybe it starts off that way and you realize this was almost like an earth angel. It was someone sent to you, as I said, to restore hope, to give you really great joy and vibes. This might not be the one, but it could be one, right, in your path of people you come across. I like this person's energy. I like this person's vibe. They are a protector of you. They are a guardian. So it's someone almost heaven sent. Someone that, like, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your ancestors, they would approve of. They're like, yeah, send that one in to meet up with Cancer. And it's like this person lifts you up. They help you ascend. They enlighten you to some new idea about your worth. But you being the Empress, I was saying you hold the power. This person is only dangling on your finger. Maybe they're giving you a good pep talk. Maybe they're saying, hey, you're really lovely, Cancer. You're really beautiful. I like you a lot. I was almost going to say it's fueling your ego, but I don't mean that in a bad way. They're your cheerleader. They're amping you up. They're making you come to realize, oh yeah, I am the Empress. I am pretty badass. It does start off as friendship. I just really want to underscore that. But there's something, they're very protective of you. They look out for you. When people disappoint you, or you are caught up in your emotions, having a difficult time, this person kind of comes to your aid and has your back and comes to like nurture you, and vice versa. How I was saying they're excited to be with you. It does feel like a good pairing. I mean, potentially fairy tale ending, potentially long-term stability, but again, Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. Be grounded, right? The seed to the oak tree. There's no need to rush into this. That will you love me tomorrow? That excitement to immediately share that intense emotional connection with someone. Let that happen organically. Again, I'm not telling you what to do, Cancer, but rushing into the bedroom thinking that's what's going to move forward an emotional connection. I would ask you to ask yourself, has that served you in the past? I'm just going to leave it at that, right? Again, people who are meant to be in your life, like a magnet, they will be drawn to you. It should happen very organically. It's not something you will need to force. Potentially something about a Scorpio coming in. I see that twice here. Yeah, so rest. Rest in the Eight of Swords. Okay. So 2 cards of non-action. I'm sorry. I completely take that back. I was going to go a whole different route with that. So this is the 8 of Wands, literally the exact opposite. Forward, rapid movement. But, this is what I'm saying though. Card of rest, recuperation, after heartbreak, right? The 3 of Swords is the swords through the heart, feeling backstabbed, feeling disappointment, heartbroken. Recuperating, resting, healing yourself and your body. That can also be the star. Finding your North Star to guide you into this process of ascension and transition, right? Releasing out old people and cycles that don't serve us and embracing the new. Step by step, brick by brick, piece by piece. That devil may care, that devil energy of rushing into things because you're so passionate about it, because you feel the fire burning, because there's, again, something about a desire to pounce. This is coming up under your energy. What's trumping this fast action, devil, mind you, devil, is just breathe. Just relax. Just like take a nap. Think about it, right? Mental energy, sit on it. You don't need to rush into it. Devil mentality of, I got to put a ring on it. I got to make this man mine. I got to make this woman mine. I'm just getting, holding on to that, it's mine, I'm not letting it go. It's not serving you. Frequently, this card is not only shown as rest, but also like a meditative state of like appreciation, living in the now, appreciating the moment, the day-to-day, brick by brick, piece by piece, seed, right? Pentacle energy. Slowly, over time, we realize who we want in our soul tribe, in our fairy tale ending. This could absolutely be someone you build a family with and have children with, if that's what you want. But there's no need to rush it. There is a darker side of you, Cancer, that wants to rush in with all your heart and all your love and all your emotion. And it comes from a good place. But here in this spread anyway, it's saying this is not serving you. Rapid, swift action is not what this relationship is calling for you to do. It's the opposite. You're going to feel driven to do that at some point because I think wands, right? Passion, there's fire, there's sexuality there, right? That's like dying to come out. Fake it till you make it, or something about like conceal it, guise that inner drive. You know what it is? It's a head over heart decision. I'm not saying this will never be the case. I mean, the fact that it's coming up, it does tell me that this relationship is going to go places. But there's a need to sit and rest on it before you take haste, before you do something in haste, before you take action and then maybe regret it. Again, that song, Will You Love Me Tomorrow? I'm just getting you've been burned because you've jumped in too soon or held on to things that were not meant for you to keep. You've held on to them past their expiration date. You've held on to people that you knew didn't have good intentions in mind. So when this really lovely person or lovely opportunity comes into your life, there will be the temptation to potentially put a ring on it and you know, move forward like in haste, right? Spirit, tarot, whatever you believe in is asking you to think about the cycles, about the transitions into the future, the long term. Again, if this person likes you, they will stick around in your soul tribe for quite a while, right? This could be a lifelong friend that you make. Someone who contributes positively to your life. Someone who does serve as like this protector or guardian angel of sorts. That name Angel might be important. I don't know. I think this person is going to help you heal wounds from the past that maybe you aren't completely over yet. And so that says to me that this wouldn't be a person you want to rush into, because whether this is you or them, I don't think it's them. I think it's you, Cancer. There's still a little bit of emotional baggage that we gotta figure that out. We gotta heal. But it's nice that this 5 of Cups, 5 of Ghosts, there's this new cup coming in, so that says to me this 5, this chaos, this total eclipse of the heart is what I always call this card. The 6 comes in and it's balance. It's emotional harmony and peace. Again, Scorpio energy. It could be someone from your past coming in. Or an Aquarius, for that matter. Ugh, too many cards. Sorry. Five of Ghosts. Something about people in the past have drained you of your emotions. It feels jaded. That's the best word I can describe it. Don't let people who've burned you in the past impact your ability to love wholly and with like your whole heart again. They were lessons, you know? That's how you can look at it. They burned you and they hurt you and it sucked, but ultimately they were a lesson. You needed to learn it, and now you can release and get over it and embrace new love. And I don't mean to say that in a condescending way, like, oh, just get over it. I'm not saying that, Cancer. Like, I totally get it, but there is a need to release in order to embrace this new person. Justice. Libra energy, in Libra season no less. Balance your own scales. Make sure that your scales are balanced. So again, when someone comes in, nothing's going to rock your scales. Nothing's going to rock your boat. It has to do with making sure that your emotions are in check and in balance. Finding healthy ways to deal with the energies around you. It's like you have to be very protective of your own cup so that you don't let other people impact your energy, but also you don't let other people impact your emotional stability. That's what I was getting at here. All right, Cancer, let's wrap this up. We'll throw an oracle card on it for you. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Now I'm hearing that song. I have a really cool remix of that song. I wish I knew who it was by. The future's not ours to see. Or is it? You're watching tarot. Que sera, sera. What card can we throw on this for Cancer? This Knight of Pentacles I feel good about, though. Will this person love you tomorrow? Yeah, I think they will. I think they're going to love you for a long time. Reach out. Reach out. That's a song by... It's not The Temptation. Oh, it's the Four Tops. I like that. Reach out. I'll be there. It's one of my favorite songs, actually. Reach out. I'll be there with a love that will shelter you. A love that will comfort you. When you feel that you can't go on because all your hope is gone and the world's filled with much confusion and happiness is just an illusion, and you feel the world has gone cold and you're drifting out all on your own, reach out, I'll be there. Those are the lyrics I got from this. I channel messages through music all the time. I hope that means something to someone out there. Card number 3 is the Empress again. So card of Libra and Taurus, maybe that's someone coming in. I love that it's Bride of Frankenstein. That's adorable. And yeah, releasing of burdens, 10 of Wands. Soul tribe, your soul family is going to be tremendously important in helping you with the healing process, because something about that is coming through. The healing process and the process of releasing difficult situations or people from your life. Dead offers. False offers, false knights. There's something else coming into your life, slowly but surely. It's trying to come in. So let your guard down, and energetically, emotionally, Cancer, you need to make room for this. Sorry, Cancer, my camera froze. So the last thing I was going to say is your soul tribe. Your soul family is going to be very important in your healing process, in your process of releasing old emotions that no longer serve you, as well as people. Releasing people that no longer need to occupy a space in your life, okay? All right, Cancer, that's what I got for you. Reach out to the people who care about you, right? Your soul tribe. And something about ascension here. It's like going up steps to meet the right people, to be around the right people. Please do like, share, subscribe, Cancer. Let me know in the comments below what resonates for you, and I will see you beautiful Cancers very soon for more tarot. Bye!